Welcome back, everybody. This time we're doing Chowder, as requested by me, mostly. But there was one person in the comments that agreed with me and said you wanted to see Chowder, so this one's for you, bud. This one's for you. I wanted to do Chowder, because I am, like, a massive fanboy of Chowder, alright? Chowder was my childhood. It was, like, one of the first cartoons that I was really into, other than SpongeBob, but I don't really count that, because, I mean, in the early 2000s, SpongeBob was kind of like a requirement, you know? It's kind of like one of those things that every kid had to like, and if they didn't, then they just didn't have a childhood. Only 2000s kids will remember SpongeBob, even though it came out in 1999. But I remember, I think it was like 2007-ish, somewhere around there. It was when I was pretty young. Chowder comes out. The lesser cartoon Flapjack comes out at the same exact time. And I didn't want any of that Flapjack garbage, alright? I knew where the real stuff was at, and that was with Chowder. So that was one of my favorite shows growing up. Even though I was still mostly a Nick kid. I was a Nick kid. I didn't really branch out to the other networks until I was like 10. Yeah, it was like later than that. Mostly it was Nick. Then sometimes Cartoon Network occasionally. I didn't watch like any Disney Channel until I like heard of Phineas and Ferb, best show ever. Which, to be fair, it was a good show. But Chowder was special. And that's why I wanted to do Chowder. I suggested it, and here I am doing it in the video. You can see me doing it. I haven't been talking about anything going on screen, and that's fine. I'll start doing that now. You're gonna see I made a real rough outline of everything at first, and I'm going to tidy up a bit right now. Because I had this master plan on how I was gonna do Chowder. I wanted to try and cheat as much as possible in regards to the pattern, like the floral pattern he has on all his fabric clothes, and it didn't end up working out, you know, and that's fine, whatever. But my point is it's a bit complicated. All right, here you see me doing the face and the nose. I'm not happy with this nose. It looks okay. All right, it's okay. But anyway, first step of my master plan: do the arm first. You saw I did the arm first. I was going to scale everything in relation to the arm. And I just didn't. Like, at all. It's way too big right now. You can see me. I just shrank it right there. It's the first time I shrunk it. I think I'd do it at least one more time. I also moved the hat around a lot. And I make the head smaller. Because I made that way too big, too. Because this scarf, this took me a while to do. Because I didn't space anything out correctly. Even though I tried so hard. I thought I beat the system, but I just didn't. I mean, it's fine. See me fixing curves. That's another reason I wanted to do Chowder, because Chowder has a lot of curves in his design. Like, his hat's all lumpy. His face is all lumpy. His pattern is all curves and spirals. It was good practice for me. I think I'm okay at curves. I don't think I'm the worst or anything. But I could always improve. This was a good way to improve by doing Chowder. Very good, more color. Fixing things up, making it look cleaner, shrinking his body because I made it too big, trying to cheat. Doing the arm. Not too much interesting stuff is happening right now. So I guess I'll just go on about how much I love Chowder some more. The thing about Chowder, for me, as a dumb little kid who's growing up with SpongeBob, and SpongeBob, as we all know, kind of tapered out in the later years. I think, okay, what was the last SpongeBob special I watched before I stopped caring? I don't even remember. I think it was after Truth or Square. Definitely, I was still watching. Oh, here's me trying to make my big pattern. That was my plan. I was just gonna have one big box of pattern, right? And I was just gonna use it for each thing. Because if you actually look real closely at the pattern, it does match up in parts. There are some repeating shapes, but they're not in the same exact like order or placement. It's kind of weird. Like that, the first big shape I made, I used that at least 3 times. I copied that over. But anyways, yeah, I watched SpongeBob for way longer than I probably should have, honestly. I still like the earlier seasons, but I don't think I could turn it on today. That's like a new episode. I could probably watch up to season, I'll say even 3. I'll say I could watch anything up to season 3. But Chowder's humor, it broke the fourth wall a lot, and as a kid this kind of caught me off guard. But now, looking back, I can really appreciate it. Especially one episode where he really broke the fourth wall a ton. It was the one where he ate the brain food because he was upset because he was stupid. And he got this big head, and he got so smart, he became self-aware that he was in a cartoon. It was really weird. He went into this other show. It was kind of like a 60-minute style show with Dr. Carrot, and he's like pointing out everything. And like the funniest part of the entire episode is Truffles comes in like halfway through. I don't remember why. I think she comes in, she's like, "What's with all the noise?" or something like that in her shrill voice that I can't do. And Chowder just like looks dead at her, and the camera zooms in on his face, and he's like, "No, you're not in this episode." And then she's just gone. That's it. Truffles is just gone. And then he referenced all the facts, like how all the characters are named after foods, how all the actual foods in the show aren't real foods, and it was too much for my little idiot kid mind to handle. It's just, but looking back, I can laugh, because now I can be like, haha, they broke the fourth wall. Finishing up here. I wasn't really happy with the mount for some reason at the very end. And I went and fixed the hat, because it wasn't exact. And that's the finished product. A little different style. I wouldn't really talk about what I was doing, I just kind of let you watch. So if you prefer that kind of style, with me just talking about some unrelated thing, tell me. But right now you should be seeing different names scroll up on the screen. These are some of my ideas for suggestions, in case you can't suggest your own, which you're free to. If you have your own suggestion that isn't on this list that's currently going up screen, post it in the comments. I'll probably add it to the list. If I like it, if other people like it, you get support, I'll do it. As long as it's not the narrator. Stop suggesting the narrator. I'm not going to do the narrator. Otherwise, just pick your favorite from the list. Like if you enjoyed. Subscribe so you can see the next one. I do this about once or twice a month. I think that's the end of this one. Tune in next time when I do the narrator. Goodbye.